guys, it's your girl High Priestess, and I'm coming back to you all with another video. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are doing great. I was very winded when I said all that just now. I'm gonna have to start learning how to pace myself to not say everything in just one go for my opening intro. But anyways, man, oh man. Life. But hey, it is what it is. We have to go through it in order to grow and in order to learn lessons that the Most High is teaching us through the universe. So yeah, today's video is going to basically be about insecure women, or insecure females. But before I even go any further, oh yeah, just to get this out the way. I know you just heard me say the word females. I just wanted to clarify something. The word females is actually in the Bible, and the Bible actually referred to women as females. Maid, females, young lady, girl, they have women out there that do not like to be called females for some odd reason, and I'm like, the Bible actually refers to women as females. I'm a female, you're a female, get over it. You're not an animal. You're not a four-legged dog. You're not a B word, so. And then they got some women that don't even like to be called ma'am. I'm from the South. I'm Southern. So whenever I say ma'am, I really mean it in a generous way. I'm just being polite, but they got women out there that do not like to be called ma'am, which is weird. So it's like, what am I supposed to call you? To be polite to you or to be respectful? Because I don't mean anything by it whenever I say ma'am. But some women, they're just impossible. And some women are just unbelievable at times. But I digress. And excuse the noise if you hear any kids yelling in the background. My kids are playing. And they're just being children. So excuse that. But before I even get into this video about why do females treat each other this way, I'm gonna kind of rant a little bit, kind of vent a little bit. I realized that nowadays you can't even look at people and smile, especially when you're out and about, grocery shopping or taking care of business. I realized that you can't really smile at people. You just gotta go about your business and go about your day. It's because I'm from the South, I'm used to greeting people. Even if I don't know you, I'll smile at you. But the past few days, since I've been handling business, running errands, going to the grocery store to pick up, things to eat, I realized that, yeah, people are not very friendly nowadays. And it's quite weird and awkward, it's just weird and awkward. And I'm like, wow. Yeah. I also realized that whenever you are a chosen child of God and you do have the Holy Spirit in you, you gotta realize that they do have people that be dealing with all kinds of spirits. So of course they're not gonna smile at you they're dealing with something. You can see the negative energy in people's face. You can see the demon in people's face sometimes. Sometimes if you do try to smile at people, they'll look at you crazy, why are you smiling at me? How dare you try to smile at me? I'm just gonna roll my eyes at you and look at you you're nothing. How dare you? And some people just plainly give you the evil eye. I've had people throw me evil eye, women in general. They've had women that throw me evil eye, even when I look at them in their face to even try to smile at them. Yeah, people be dealing with all kinds of spirits, so sometimes it's best to not even look at people and smile at them, because it's for example, it's the Matrix. Whenever Agent Smith was going after Neo, I think his name was Agent Smith, the bad guy, he just kept jumping from body to body, morphing into people just to get after Neo, and Neo was the chosen. Or it's that movie that Denzel Washington played in, Fallen. That demon was jumping from body to body just to target him. He was the main target in the movie. It was trying to destroy him, trying to defeat him. So I have to look at it in a spiritual aspect, not just a physical aspect, but a spiritual aspect. You know, the enemy is after you, especially when you have the Holy Spirit in you. It's going to jump from body to body just to target you, just to overtly offend you, just to try to hurt you in some kind of way. So I have to look at it that way as well. And the only reasons why I'm bringing this up, because it's like, you might think this is random that I'm saying this, but I like to dress up. You know, I like to look cute. I like to look pretty when I go out in public. You know, that's just me. I like to dress. I've been doing this since in Lafayette, especially when I had the money. But whatever, like, I like to look cute. I like to dress up or whatever. It's just, some people are insecure and they get offended. It's like, how dare you dress pretty today, or how dare you make me feel insecure? I'm underdressed. And it's like, people will go out of their way to be rude and disrespectful to you when you're not even doing anything. You're just looking cute, you know, mind your business. But yeah, and this video is partially about that as well. But yeah, I just realized that even today, and I know this is probably random and I probably shouldn't be saying this, but yo, I have to, just so y'all can feel where I'm coming from. Like, I was just pushing a basket in the store with my mom, and they had a lady that was pushing a baby stroller, and in my peripheral vision, I didn't look at her in her face, but a tall, skinny lady, she was just like, you know, charging it with the baby stroller, and I was like walking, and it's like she was heading in my direction, and it's like, I guess she wanted me to speed up and move fast, but I was slowly taking my time. But it looked like that lady wanted to hit me with her baby stroller. Seriously, they actually got people like this in this world that are actually overtly, on purposely do things to try to hurt you. And part of it is because I live in a racist county as well. Yeah, I stay in a racist county, and I don't need people trying to invalidate the things that I say as if it doesn't matter, because this is my lived experience, and I go through these things on a daily basis, especially since I'm staying in the current county that I'm living in. So even if you disagree with me, I don't need you to try to invalidate what I say, because that sounds like you don't care about what I say. It's like, you know, you're minimizing my problems as like it's not a real issue. And I don't like when people do stuff like that, because that's actually a lived experience as a black woman that I'm going through. But I digress from that. But yeah, they actually had a lady that was trying to hit me with her baby stroller, and it's like, it was weird. And it's like, that's why I'm like, wow, people are very insane, and people got demons on them. People got a lot of bad spirits on them. So it's just crazy. It's crazy. But I digress. I just wanted to vent and say that, because at the end of the day, it's really not a physical thing. It's a spiritual thing. If the enemy hates you, he's gonna jump from body to body just to attack you in some kind of way, just so he could try to hurt you in some kind of way, rather it be physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, you know. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say, or whatever. I think that's all I wanted to say, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling and get on with this video. Also, another thing I wanted to mention before I forget, I stated that I'm from the South. I'm Southern. I'm from Louisiana. And some months ago, when I went back home to Louisiana for my dad's funeral, I noticed how people actually greeted me. You know, naturally people are like, hey, and I'll be like, okay, I'm home. I'm serious. Like, in the South, like, we actually tell you, hey. I mean, yeah, they might have the little, you know, people here and there that might be stink and rude and disrespectful, but for the most part, nah. Like, people were friendly, and I said, yeah, I'm in Louisiana. Yeah, this is what I'm used to, you know. And that's also another thing I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention previously, is that whenever you do look in people's face, they sometimes avoid eye contact with you. And I don't get offended by that, because hey, you know, they probably try to smile at people, and people probably look at them stink and ugly and rude, and so they be like, well, I'm just not gonna look at people altogether, you know, because I don't want them to look at me. Either way, people be going through things. And tell me why, whenever I went to pause my video, right, I had watched this prophetic video that said God is saying that sometimes it's not the enemy that's trying to attack you. Sometimes it's me. Sometimes it's me that's, putting you in uncomfortable situations in order to update you and bring you higher, to upgrade you. So even though I stated that it could be the enemy trying to antagonize you, to hurt you through people, literally, sometimes it can be God putting you in these uncomfortable situations to bring you higher, to call you higher, to bring something out of you that He put in you from the beginning of time whenever He chose you. So yeah, that could also be that too, that uncomfortableness, because I be feeling weird and uncomfortable, and it just be weird. Like, I hate racism, okay, I really do. I don't like disrespect. Who does? But excuse me guys, I had to take a deep breath. But yeah, my apologies. But yeah, I had to take a deep breath because I'm burning the incense, and yeah, I needed to breathe a little bit. But anyways, yeah, so back to what I was saying about the uncomfortableness. I've been feeling it lately, ever since I've been back off the road from Baltimore. Lord, I did not like my experience living in Baltimore, because the people there also was pretty interesting too. Very rude, very disrespectful, especially the women. The women are very rude and disrespectful in Baltimore. And it's supposed to be a very black county. Maryland's supposed to be very black and historical and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, there's definitely no real unity there, especially not amongst the women. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time that I'm probably not going to speak on ever again. But yeah, I digress. So the uncomfortableness that I've been feeling for the past months, rather if I was in Baltimore or if I was in Louisiana or if I'm in Texas, it doesn't really matter. I be jumping from place to place. If God tells me to move, I gotta move, and I have to do what He say or else. But yeah, sometimes it could be God putting you in uncomfortable situations that does not make you comfortable, because He's trying to put something out of you, bring something out of you that He instilled in you, and He wants you to use that gift that He put in you. So it could be that as well. And part of that uncomfortableness that God sometimes puts His children through, He doesn't want us to be stuck and stagnant at a certain level when He's calling us higher. So if He's calling you higher, He don't want you to be comfortable and complacent in that current situation or environment or type of way you're used to doing things. He don't want you to stay there, because you're not going to grow. If you're always comfortable with doing certain things a certain kind of way, or you like being in certain environments and stuff like that, that can't grow you. You're not going to experience no type of growth. So it's like part of certain situations, especially painful ones and uncomfortable experiences that chosen children do go through. It's a part of the process to grow you, to build you, to take you higher, because He's calling you out of a comfortable spot, and He's calling you higher from that comfortable space that you're currently in. So yeah, He could be doing that too as well to me. But yeah. But I for real digress now. So now it's time for me to get on with my video. So I did a reaction to this video right here, this clever, creative video from these young women. And I actually loved it, because they hit the nail on the head. It was spot on, because it's imitation to life. Because this is what has happened to me, in my life, and it still does happen to me till this day. And I'm sure other women, if you're a woman that's watching, I'm sure it's happened to you too. That's just how women do each other. It was spot on with this video. And whenever you do get them types of interactions with other women, it kind of be like, was that even necessary? Like, that was so unwarranted. But as I stated before in the previous clip, that they got people who be battling with demons within themselves, and they be going through stuff. So they project that negative energy onto you, or their own insecurities onto you, when you really didn't even do anything. And when I did try to smile at women, just passing by, I got the stink look like what homegirl did to the other chick in the video. Like, you know, like,
How dare you look at me? Like, girl, you're not even on my level to be looking at me. Like, don't look at me. I'm not smiling at you. Don't you not see that I don't want to look at you?
like, I've been met with that type of reaction, even if I be like, hi, you know, like, or I'd be like, they'll still give you the stank funky look like that. They have a lot of women and girls walking around with broken hearts and broken spirits, and they don't know how to be kind to other women or give other women or girls a compliment. You can't even dress pretty without another girl or woman feeling some type of way about it. For example, today, I went to the gas station and I had went on the other side of the gas station to, well, you know what, before I even say that, I seen this couple get out the car. I'm not sure if he was her brother or her cousin. I don't know. I just saw that they were together. To me, they look alike, so they look like they were siblings, but who knows? That could have been her boyfriend. Either way, I wasn't worried about that. But when you have spiritual discernment, you can read energy from far away. It's just that's how powerful God's gifts are to his children. So I could kind of tell from my discernment that something ain't right about her energy, you know, and she never even saw me yet. But I went on the other side of the store to get me something to drink, so I wasn't really worried about them, nor did I go looking for them inside the store. But I know she probably saw me. And once I got finished getting me something to drink, I was looking at some more items, you know, and her and the guy was walking out. And she purposely she was on the other side of him, close to where I was looking at some items. I was looking at something to eat, you know. And I refused to make eye contact with her because clearly I knew she was going to try to send me evil eye. She was going to try to look at me crazy. So I just refused to look at her. I just continued looking at my items because, I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't know you anyway. So I really don't have no business looking at you anyway. Like, I literally came to the store to go get something to eat and something to drink. So that's what I'm doing. But I know she purposely walk by past me where I was looking at items just to walk by past me, just to, I guess, try to make me feel threatened or try to intimidate me. But I'm like, sweetheart, you can't intimidate me nor make me feel threatened. And you know, I don't know why females do that. It's like she had on a hoodie, she had on some some sweats or, you know, some sweatpants. I mean, hey, whatever, you want to feel comfortable. But why would you get mad at another woman who don't know you and she minding her business and you just gonna like have this negative vibe about you just because I'm in my own mood and I'm dressing pretty? Like, I don't understand it. To me, that's your own insecurities and you need to work on that. Not me. It's not my fault. It's you who have the problem with me. You know, not the other way around. So she just walked by past me and I guess she wanted me to feel the negative energy, but I couldn't care any less. As long as you don't touch me, do not touch me. But as I was walking out the store, they was driving out, but I knew she was looking at me or whatever. But I didn't care. I still refused to make eye contact because it's like, what's the point? You already have this negative energy of like you want smoke with me just because of the way I look. And it's like, girl, that's unnecessary. But she looked young anyways, like, so whatever. Now on the flip side of that, they do have some women that do dress up to be offensive on purpose just to make other women feel insecure. I've experienced it. You know, they'll look pretty, get all dolled up, but they be walking around with a cocky attitude or a prideful spirit or, you know, a spirit of arrogance just to be like,
yeah, you don't look like me, I look cute, I'm slaying, you ugly right now, you ugly today.
They do have females like that. They do. I've actually witnessed it. They do have women that do stuff like that. But that wasn't my energy, and that's not the type of time I was on. I literally just went in the store to get something to drink and get something to eat. So her having that type of energy towards me was really unnecessary because that's not really what I was trying to do anyway. So yeah, they have women and girls that have their hair slayed up, their makeup be on point, the outfit be looking right, but deep down their soul needs healing. It's really sad how women and girls do each other nowadays. People don't know how to smile and keep it moving. You either get an eye roll or they avoid looking at you altogether. It's weird. It's just a smile. I'm not asking you for money. I'd be like, girl, it don't cost to smile. Just like I stated before, I'm gonna say it again. They even have women and girls out here that want you to be jealous of them. They be coming with that mean girl energy from the very beginning. They will purposely dress up just to look pretty, just so they can hurt your feelings because you don't look like them. I've seen this. I've experienced this before. Even if you do want to give her a compliment and tell her that she looks pretty, she'll do something to offend you just so she can hurt your feelings. They be sending that unspoken message of,
I know I look good. You better recognize. How dare you give me a compliment? You're not worthy enough to approach me.
You can just read the negative body language without them saying nothing. That being entitled and arrogant spirit. And you can't help but to be like, okay, I was gonna tell you that you're beautiful and that I like your outfit, but yeah, I'll pass. And I'm currently reading Proverbs. And I highly encourage y'all to read Proverbs. And if you have read Proverbs already, read it again, because there's never nothing that you can never learn from God. There's always revelations in the scriptures. But the reasons why I'm bringing up Proverbs is because I'm bringing up Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. And it says, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate. So basically, God hates it when people have a prideful and arrogant spirit. He can't stand that whatsoever. And God totally understands, like, pridefulness and arrogancy, like, there's no need for all that. God hates that. He cannot stand when people have a prideful and arrogant spirit. So yeah, take notes on that. Even if you do give certain women or girls a compliment, they'll find some mean way to project their negative energy back to you, even if you were genuinely being polite to them. They've had women that I've came across in the past that have done that to me. Some even walked in front of me twisting their hips just so I could see how big their butt is. And yes, it gets that weird and pathetic. Plus, I don't even have a butt fetish. I'm sorry. It's just the thought of it going right back into the past. It cracks me up. Some of these women and girls be making me laugh. Like, I'm sorry. And I guess that's a way for some women or girls to compete with each other in order to make other women and girls feel insecure about themselves. But in my mind, I'd be like, my love, you don't want to play with me. I'm not gonna go run and cry in a corner. You don't know who you're playing with. I'm actually a true chosen child of God. And the scripture does say, touch not mine anointed. And you don't want no smoke with me. You don't want none of this, so move around. But you gotta remember, those be demons attached to them trying to attack your self-esteem and your heart. But pay no mind to them. You just gotta pray for them. If I was given $1 for every time a woman or a girl mean mugged me or gave me evil eye, I'd be quite wealthy. If some of you insecure women and girls would stop competing and comparing yourself to other women or girls you come across, then maybe we wouldn't have this problem amongst ourselves now, would we? I will keep saying this. Only an insecure woman or girl will try and bring another woman or girl down because she's not secure or happy with herself. She craves for validation and she craves for glory. And 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 29 says that no flesh should glory in his presence. It means that no human being on earth should set themselves on a high pedestal before the Lord or in the sight of the Lord, especially out of cockiness or arrogance. God doesn't exalt or promote vain and prideful people with an arrogant spirit. God demotes them. God encourages us to be meek and humble. He promotes the humble. So be humble. But for some reason, it's hard for some people to do that. And it doesn't matter about the outer exterior or the things that you have or how you look. If you're not content or secure within yourself, then you have a problem. And some women and people in general really think that confidence has to do with your looks or the material things that you have. Wrong. God actually encourages us to take on his confidence and not our own, because if you take on your own confidence, then your confidence will have you doing and saying things that you have no business doing and saying. And to partially clarify what I mean, you don't want to manifest the spirit of cockiness from your confidence. I also understand that people be wrestling with demons of their own and it's hard for them to be smiley and happy. But baby, you need to get yourself right with God and learn how to be a Proverbs woman. Then maybe we wouldn't have all that cattiness and pettiness and childishness amongst women and girls today. But I rest my case. I'm done with the video. I felt like I had to get that off of my chest because that is very problematic, and I had to share my personal experiences from the past And yeah, I still currently go through it today. I don't know. I don't really see any changes happening anytime soon amongst women and girls according to this type of behavior. But I look forward to seeing some type of change if someone comes across this video and share it and spread the message and spread the word along, you know. Yeah, yeah. I felt like that really needed to be said because I've also came across other videos that actually condone arrogant, vain behavior, like, you know, and it's like, oh, yo, someone needs to say it. So I was like, it should be me. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you would like to. I'm not forcing you, but it'll help the channel. But yeah, it don't bother me none. But yeah, I'm sending peace. What? I am sending peace, love, light, and positive energy. Stay blessed and stay safe out there.